Hey racing fans, Doug Henwood, the number cruncher, back with you once again. Hope you've been doing good, making some money at the races. Tonight we're going to have a look at Saturday, March the 2's program for Woodbine at Mohawk Park. Always like to just circle back and summarize a couple of key points. If you're not already doing it, want to recommend you check me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then ask me by email to send you this little summary sheet. It's got all the information that I'm giving you verbally during the show, and also gives you a spot to put your actual results in, your profit and loss, and just sort of keep track and stay organized. So I recommend you do it. Happy to provide you a copy if you just ask. So that's where we're at, but let's get to it. Let's have a look at Saturday night's card at Woodbine. In the first race, I should always say, remember, I want to give you front half information. That way we know the speed horses in the race. Middle move information. These horses that make a middle move and then go on to do well at the end, that shows us that they're right on their game. And adjusted closing quarter horses. And I adjust the closing quarter figures that you can find in your program, because to me, a horse that has a great closing quarter, but he finishes 9th, beaten 11 lengths, that's just not as impressive as a horse with an almost as good closing quarter that finishes within a couple of lengths of the winner or less. So I definitely will penalize almost length by length the figure that we have for a horse that just didn't finish that close lengthwise. And I just think it's a way better way of looking at closing quarter. All right, I think that's, sorry. And in addition, you got to keep track of the track bias. If we're sitting at home, when the horses hit the quarter mile pole, right down in the top right-hand program of your program, or anywhere really, write down the top 4 placed horses at the first quarter, and then write down who finished top 4 at the end. In short order, you know whether speed, trip horses, or a deep closer has done well in this race, and we just need to track that in order to then look at future races and have a bit of an advantage. A good horse running against the bias may not do as well today. So that's really the bottom line. And if that good horse happens to be a favorite and we're aware it may not be his day, I love at least playing against the favorite when I have a reason to. So let's get at it. Race number 1 at Woodbine. Our front half speed horse is a tie between 3 and 4 and 8 for third. We don't have a middle move horse. Adjusted closing quarter, 1 or 8, both tied. And then for third, 2 and 7 are tied. Selections, I'm going to go with the 8. That's bets show off. All bets off. I kind of like this sire. It's an up-and-coming sire, and all he seems to do is send horses to the track that win, or certainly are in the money a good proportion. So I think he's off to a good start as an Ontario sire. For second, number 1, Cruise Hanover with Andre Goyce. Not sure if that's how you say his name, but Andre, a bit of a wild card, but I'll tell you what, his horses can get there at a price. He just missed. He was 4th by a neck last time at 72-1. So look out for Cruise Hanover. For third, Better Be Serious. I've been touting this horse the last 2 or 3 weeks. And again, it's finishing close, but not quite getting the job done. And for fourth, the 3 odds-on kickoff. So in the first, I'm going to go with 8, 1, 2, and 3. In the second race, our front half speed is 7, 6, and 3. We do have a middle move horse. It's the 8, order 1 to go. And adjusted closing quarter, again, it's the 8. And then a tie for second between 1 and 4. So no surprise, I'm going to go with the 8 as my pick. Order 1 to go. Plus 7 middle move and a 26 and 4 adjusted closing quarter. No adjustment was needed, and he did this 26 and 4 right in his last race. So hopefully we see a similar circumstance and he'll go rolling by one more time. Last time it was at 9-1. For second, the 7, Lions King, probably the favorite this race. For third, 4, Mock Impact. and the 6 for fourth. So 8, 7, 4, 6 in the second. In the third race, our front half speed is the 3, and then a tie for second between 1 and 7. Middle move horse, 8 and 3. Adjusted closing quarter, 8, 7, and 6. So my picks, I'm going to go with the 8. Don't freak out. This might be the best bet on the card. All I've seen since the horses come to Woodbine is great closing finishes and good consistency. So 8, Don't Freak Out on the top. For second, 7, Back to the Future. And for third, the 3, Call Me It. For fourth, the 6, Kyle's Art. That's the third at Woodbine. In the fourth, the start of the 20-cent pick 4. Front half speed is 3, 4 for second, and 2 as the third pick. Middle move horses, we have the 7, Ace 44 Apollo, and adjusted closing quarter, 3, 1, and 6. Selection-wise, gonna go with Cheddar Du Hurrah, the 3. Horse was running good, a very nice race last time actually from post 10. Race before that, he put up a 27 flat closing quarter. That's impressive. For second, I'm going to go with the 8, Manhawk. This is one of those ones, he's coming off the qualifier, ran in the Battle of Waterloo last year, probably expected to be a good one. Somebody has faith in him. And guess what? After what wasn't a phenomenal 2023, he starts the year with a really eye-opening qualifier, wins by 5. So I don't want to be beat by him, even though the numbers aren't saying he's specifically the one. Louis Waugh as well, very likely figuring on the front end if he stays together. So 8 for second, Logan Behold the 4 for third, and Tarquinius Hanover for fourth. So we got 3, 8, 4, and 1 in the fourth race. I'll come back and give you the pick 4 after the 7th here. Fifth race, front half speed, 1, 9, and 4. No middle move horses. Adjusted closing quarter, 7, 10, and 3. So my selections, I'm going to go right to the outside with the 10 soaring now. 2 starts now at Woodbine. First start just sort of ran along, closed up okay. Put us on record last time by showing really good speed and duking it out big time with Tarazi. So no Tarazi in this field. Even with the outside post, I expect James McDonald to just take this one to the front and potentially be hard to beat. So 10 on top. 7 is the second pick. That's Sometime, Somewhere. For third, the 1, Salisbrook Victor. And for fourth, the 9, Powertrain. 10, 7, 1, 5 in the fifth. Race number 6, front half speed, 1, 2, 9. Middle move horse is the 1. And adjusted closing quarter, 1, 4. And then I got a pile tied for third, 3, 7, 8, and 10. You'll note that the 1 was the front half, middle move, and adjusted closing quarter pick. So hard not to jump all over the 1 as my selection for this race. Speaker of Peace, just running phenomenal. Just the non-winners of 4, but no more than 6. So should figure really well in this group. Again, for second, number 4, Come On Artie. For third, the 10, Let's Go Jude. Very consistent type. Post maybe is the only question. And 7, Woodmere Fen for fourth. So that's 1, 4, 10, and 7 in the sixth. In the seventh, front half speed, 8, 2, 4. We have a tie on the middle move horse, 2 and 6. And adjusted closing quarter, 6, 2, and then for third, 4, 5, and 9. 6, 2 with 4, 5, 9. Selection-wise, we're going to go with 2, Hungry Man. For second, Seriously Hanover, the 6. Third, Jabberwocky, the 8. And for fourth, the 5, The Longest Yard. That's the 7th. And we'll go back now and give you the early pick 4. So in the fourth, these are all 20-cent combos. Early pick 4, we'll go with 3 and 8 in the first, 7 and 10 in the second, 1, 4, 10 in the third leg, and then 2, 6, and 8 in that all-important fourth leg. It's a 10 race card at Woodbine, so that means that race 7 is a real important one to everyone. You're hoping to finish up your early pick 4 and get off to a good start with the late pick 4. So 2, 6, and 8 in this race. In the 7th, need it to come through for us. In the 8th race, front half speed, 8, 10, and 7. We don't have any middle move horses this race. Adjusted closing quarter, 8, 4, and then 3, 9 tied for third. So selection-wise, we're going to stick with the 8. That's American History. Dale Spence doing the driving, Mackenzie Spence doing the training. Just a real classy horse, not right on its game at the moment, dropping in class. These good ones who drop are tough to beat very often. So 8 on top. For second, I like the 9, Ike's Dream. For third, the 1, Highland Beach Lover. Highland Beach Lover was not in my numbers, but I just can't keep him off the ticket. I think he's going to finish top 3, so I put him in for third. And then for fourth, the 7, Bayfield Beach. And Bayfield Beach is another interesting one. You know this one's full of speed. Historically, it's got some class. Ran in some big races, even down in Charlottetown last year. But when he's going to pop up and be tough, you just never know. He's only had the 1 start, and it wasn't bad. So Bayfield Beach, definitely consideration as well. So in this race, 8, 9, 1, and 7. In the 9th, front half speed, 9, 10, and then 3 and 8 tied for third. Middle move horse is the 8. Adjusted closing quarter, 3, and then a 3-way tie for 4 with 4, 6, and 8. Selection-wise, we're going to go with the 3. You Can Have It All with Eddie Hensley. Second, 8, Legion Sealster. For third, the 4, Better Be Gouda. And the 9 for fourth, He's Swift. So 3, 8, 4, and 9 in the 9th race. And in the 10th and final, the Jackpot High 5. Front half speed, it's 2 and 4 tied. And then 8 for third. Middle move horse is the 4. Adjusted closing quarter, it's the 1, 7, and 2. Selection-wise, I'm going to go with the adjusted closing quarter. 26 and 1 last time for Let's Tie One On, so we're going to stick with that and play the 1. Put the 1 on top. For second, Reactor Now. I've been chasing this one for a few weeks. Not running bad. He's just not quite getting the job done, but he continues to factor in. So definitely at least second for the 7. Probably the favorite. For third, the 2, Twin B Powerball. 3, Major Hill for fourth. And rounding out the Jackpot High 5, Pipe Wrench Charlie the 4. So 1, 7, 2, 3, 4 for the Jackpot High 5 in the 10th. We'll go back to the 7th race and tee up another 20-cent pick 4. This one's going to cost us $10.80. So again, 2, 6, 8 in that all-important 7th race. 1, 8, and 9 in the 8th. 3, 4, 8 in the 9th race, and in the final we'll go with 1 or 7. So $10.80 investment, and hopefully we get 1 or both of these pick 4s and hit a few exactas and tries tonight, which is our measuring stick. That's all I got for Saturday night at Woodbine. Hope you have good luck and definitely have some fun. Talk to you soon.